Hey, everybody. It's the three of us, minus Elena because she's somewhere spying in Europe. So you'll see her next week. But today you got some of the most three impressive people.
Ah,
Yes. Oh, I was talking about these three in the back, but
no,
people
boo.
on this actual show. And I will introduce them in a second. Thank you to Robert Pena. You were the first one to come on. If you have a comment that you want to be, said out loud, you'll have the last word at the end. If not, maybe it's going to be KD because he's always on here too. And you get a medal, KD. All right. So to the bottom of me, right there, right here, is Buckeye Brits
What up?
from
What
Dresses
up?
and Salted Pretzels.
Hi. How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Good. I miss you.
I missed you too. And to the other side of me, I have Coach from SportsLifeTalk. What's going on, Coach?
What is up, family? Brittany, have you been working out? You
You
look a
know,
little swole over there.
I'm trying to work on this 40s bod.
Hey, I'm working on mine
Fit,
too. I'm
fit and
trying to get
40
sexy
is
for Christmas. Hey,
big
Misty,
deal.
Miss El Paso, excuse me. We're gonna call you the twerk queen. So if anybody wants to go to the Dresses and Salted Pretzels page, you can see a nice version of Miss El Paso dropping like
Yeah,
it's hot.
I
Impressive.
was. Thank you, thank you. It was my audition tape for Miss Twerk America. I'm hoping that it goes somewhere. I just needed a little bit more bounce, but I'm hoping the background kind of helps.
Yeah, I'm just hoping you throw your back out because you were kind of low. I mean, hey, you did your
I,
thing.
well, I didn't throw my back out, but I definitely needed some medicine for my knees. I don't have Megan Thee Stallion knees, so that's why I couldn't get down low. If you notice, I was holding on to my thigh really hard. That's why I was happy that you couldn't really see the live action. It was a slow motion of it. Made it
Yeah,
look better.
and it's funny that you brought up Meg the Stallion because, if you saw that post, goodness. Okay, I'm back. I'm ready.
Hold up, Megan Thee Stallion had a post. I missed this.
Did she have a post? You thought you were twerking?
I
No.
didn't.
What?
I don't.
Uh,
I didn't see it either. I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
gonna have to see this.
Go
Okay.
to her page because I'm not a real Meg the Stallion fan. I like her music a
I
little
have to
bit,
go right now.
but goodness is all I'm gonna
So
say.
googly.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go there, watch it, then go to TikTok and then try to practice it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just
watch it again with you. So whenever you watch it, let me know. I'll go and watch it like 6 more times too. So I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to take you to that. All right, what are we drinking today?
Mm.
All right, I'll start first. There's something that they don't serve over there. That's micheladas. I don't know what they have against tomato juice and beer, but they don't go together over there. But they do here, and that's what I'm drinking.
By over there, she's talking about Europe because she just got back. But I
Yeah.
am drinking what they have everywhere. Agua.
And tonight I'm not going to drink, but tomorrow I will be drinking. So
You're gonna have a Snapple?
I'm going to have something in a Snapple bottle that's not necessarily Snapple, but yeah.
So why
Okay.
tomorrow?
Oh, you don't know about that show Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central on YouTube and Twitter?
Well,
The
I
Sports
know.
Light Talk live show? You know, that show there?
Yeah.
What he's saying, Sports Life Talk tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure I heard that he's too good to drink a drink with us tonight. He's only going to do that tomorrow for his
Well,
other
see, we
show.
know that's not true because when y'all were in Dallas, I had my share of drinks. So nice try, though,
Oh,
Britt.
we know that you had your share of drinks for sure. For sure.
No,
Well, we all shared one drink. Me, Elena, and Brittany shared one drink. 3 girls, 1 cup. Didn't sound right coming out. Never mind.
no.
Okay.
Don't. That
All
was
right,
not-
let's move over to. Let's move on. Yeah. All right. Fact checked against the glass. NBA Trades Edition. Psh, Coach. Psh, Coach.
Oh.
Coach, you have to.
Yeah.
There.
Psh.
Okay.
There you go. Spare fingers or something.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to start first because it's a story.
Okay.
All right. So mine is on June 23rd, 1972. Elvin Hayes for a new attitude. That was his trade. Playing for the Rockets in San Diego and Houston, was eating Elvin Hayes alive up inside. He later told Sports Illustrated that he was expected to make a winner out of a team which didn't have the ability. He alternated between sleeping pills and Rolaids to cope with stress, and that was also agitating his coaches and teammates. When the Rockets traded Hayes to the Bullets 4 years into a career that already included scoring and rebound titles, Baltimore coach Gene Shue claimed it was not solely a swap for All-Star Jack Morin. He said, "We get Elvin's psychiatrist too." Shue said from an off-season youth conference after announcing the trade. The ex-player turned coach also added, "With the change in location, we hope Elvin will have a change in attitude." Hayes left his sleeping pills and stomach troubles behind in Houston. He and Wes Unseld complemented each other in the front court, and the pair reached 3 finals together, winning Washington's only title in 1978. So that was a trade for a new attitude. I got a new attitude.
Ooh. You got to come out with that first.
You know how many times my mom probably wished she could trade me for a kid with a new attitude?
Hold on, who would she trade you for? If she was to trade you, who would she trade you for?
You, duh.
Elena's not gonna like that, but I'll take it.
But she's not here. Okay, that's what happens when you're not.
But she's here in spirit, though. That's wrong,
She's
Brittany.
here in spirit, but she didn't ask me that question.
Hey, coach, she's playing up to the right person right now because I'm on.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on, we got a guest coming in.
Oh,
Big
Lord.
Jones, the mouth of the South.
Yo, the Coca Damn Mo. What's going on, fam?
What up,
What's up, man?
None, y'all doing it. I was live in the audience just a second ago. Y'all kicking this thing off right. Y'all having too much fun. I had to see what's going on tonight.
I got a lot of sleep, so I'm energized. I'm ready to go.
I can tell. Did y'all already discuss the Laker trio behind you? Because you definitely piqued my interest coming on this thing. Like 5 seconds in, I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah. Oh no, it's coming. We
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just a guest. I'm just gonna kick my feet up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody bring me a ice beverage out the refrigerator, and I'm gonna relax and chill on this thing.
All right, Brittany, what's your fact check?
So I don't really have a great one, but I do have some, I guess you can call them restrictions or whatever that's meant for the trades. But so one is that the player must have been on the team's roster at the end of the immediate previous season, which provision was introduced in 2011 and maintained in 2017. And so it closed a loophole that allowed a team to sign and trade any player to whom it held bird rights, regardless of whether the player was active in the league. So there's no more bird right. The player must have been on the team's roster at the end of the immediate season, or season, and end of the immediate season.
Got it.
You sure that's water that you got over there?
KT, can I get him some sound effects, bro?
Man, go ahead, do your thing. Well, you got to ask them.
That was money. That was money right there. I like the fact check. That was money. I like that. I didn't even know that. I see that bird rights all the time on these contracts. And I'm like, I have no earthly idea what those birds right were. I thought that was some Larry Bird. They just wanted him to have a final say. Like,
So when the Dallas Mavericks inclusion of Keith Van Horn in the trade for Jason Kidd in order to match the salary, bird rights.
Wow, the Keith Van Horn though. What about that throwback? Shout out to all our Utah.
Keith Van Horn.
Huh?
Even being here.
What?
I forgot all about Keith Van Horn.
Oh.
I totally forgot about him.
That kind of goes back to Misty's fact. What was he, like 70?
Yeah,
that was 1972.
Yeah, that was in the 70s. She dug deep for that one.
Oh, Keith Van Horn wasn't in the 70s.
No, you missed Misty.
Oh, my bad. I was
Michael
about to say that might have been Rip Van Horn. That was Rip Van Horn, the famous actor.
No. She said one about Wes Unseld and who was it, Harris?
And Elvin Hayes.
Alvin Hayes. Yeah.
Oh, y'all not playing on this show, huh?
What the time frame was.
Y'all not playing on this show, huh?
Born in
No, we got one more. We got more fact. Coach, what's yours? Okay, cool. That's
we must have had the same fact.
I love that fact.
Yes.
That was good.
You know, I was so blown away by both of y'all's. I don't even want to talk about mine, to be honest with you.
Kevin, I got a fact for him. LeBron's class was the greatest rookie class ever. How about that? That's a fact. That's a fact from the mouth of the South. How about that one?
You know, I will ride with you on that one.
That's a fact that's trash. That's what the fact is.
We got LeBron, Wade, Carmelo, Chris Bosh.
Come on, Misty.
No, I don't agree.
All right,
She's
so
a LeBron
hater.
She's a LeBron hater.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, I am. Okay, so because we're talking about LeBron and obviously these two guys right here, let's go into buying or selling. All right, y'all ready for this? All right. Kevin Durant requested a trade hours before the free agency began, asking to leave Brooklyn Nets and going to either the Phoenix Suns or the Miami Heat. Brooklyn is taking their time on this trade. Are you buying or selling that Durant will go to the Suns, the Heat, maybe even the Lakers? All right, we're going to go first with Coach. What you think?
Yes. But if I'm Brooklyn, I'm waiting because if Minnesota's able to get like 4 picks or 5 picks for Gobert, the asking price for KD should be like 5 or 6 first-round picks with a player that starts. So, yes, I'm buying it. And it will be so dope. Wouldn't it be dope if your meme came true? If LeBron got together with KD and Kyrie?
I don't agree. Brittany, what do you think? Are you buying or selling?
No, I'm with Coach on this one.
Oh my God. Oh, B Jones?
I'm selling it. I'm selling it like it was a dime bag on the counter. Look, let me tell you why. Kevin just mentioned it. The asking price for Kevin Durant is going to be outrageous. It's no way that even the Phoenix Suns, let's see, if they put in a DeAndre Ayton, they put in a Mikal Bridges and 4 first-round draft picks, potentially that could happen, but you can't give away a KD who was literally a top 5 player in this league for pennies on the dollar. And that's the thing. Now, and honestly, you start asking yourself, why did Kevin Durant leave the Warriors? The champion 2022 champion Warriors had Kevin Durant on their team. They won a ring before Durant, they won a ring after Durant, but they won 2 rings with Durant, right? So you ask yourself, why did he leave? The reason he left is because people questioned he's a very emotional person. They question his heart. They question his ability to lead a team. Him going to a Phoenix Suns or a Miami Heat, you back in the same scenario. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, they played in championships. Booker, and that team, they've already played in the championship. Both times those 2 teams lost in both of those scenarios. But I mean, I don't see how Kevin Durant is going to become the great Kevin Durant he should be, which I'm still questioning his heart. I'm sorry, y'all. He's not a top 10 player to me yet. He got to show it to me. And the only way he going to show it to me is by taking that New Jersey Nets or the Brooklyn Nets, whatever you want to call it, that train wreck, that dumpster fire they created, and he fix it. That's the only way.
Well, I'm so glad that you mentioned the whole emotional thing. That's one of the reasons why he left Golden State too, because they did not love him the way that they love Curry.
Exactly right.
But that's okay. So Kendrick Perkins today was on TV and he said that he thinks that Durant was doing this as a ploy to try to get Kyrie a little bit more leverage with the Nets. And I'm kind of agreeing with that. I mean, you just said he's emotional. You just said he's emotional.
Yeah, but Kyrie signed. So
he already signed
Kyrie to keep Kyrie with the Nets longer.
Well, if Kyrie do Kevin Durant like that, that's trash. Because Kevin Durant and Kyrie was supposed to be this super tandem that was going to the Nets, and they were supposed to fix it all. This was the answer to all the problems. They built all of these players around them. They went and got DeAndre Jordan. And people forget that they traded off a guy that just made the All-Star team in Jared Allen. They traded this dude away from the Nets, brought in DeAndre Jordan based off of Kevin Durant's
and got him paid.
They got him paid. And now you're talking about him and Kyrie leaving, and he trying to posture. I don't know. I don't know.
The Nets aren't dumb. They're not going to let them go. They staying with the Nets. That's it. It's a wrap.
I think so too. Missy, we gonna link up on that. El Paso to Shreveport. Let's go. Hey, what is so Katie? Damn, you saying that he's not top 10? Or you saying hold on?
No, he's saying that you're foolish for not putting him in your top 10.
I got to, Kevin. We're gonna talk about this on another day, Katie. Damn, because I know you rock with us hard. But come on, bro. When we start throwing names out like Magic and Kareem and Bill Russell, that top 10 all time. You can't. We gotta really draw that down. And I think a player like Steph Curry name has to be introduced when we talk to. I ain't trying to take y'all show, but I'm the mouth of the South, baby. And when we start talking like this, you fire me up. That's all I'm saying.
We got more. We got more that's gonna fire you up.
Let's go. Let's rock.
Everybody up. But just to finish this out, Kanye is one of my top 10 rappers. So I guess Kyrie should be top 10.
No, Kyrie is Kanye, the new Kanye. That's perfect. So.
Ooh, Kanye's in my top 5. So I'm unapologetically a Kanye fan.
All right. Okay, let's move on. The Big 12 was once seen as a conference near dissolution when Oklahoma and Texas announced their plans to leave. Today, the conference is making it clear it isn't going nowhere and is actually trying to improve. Are you buying or selling that the Big 12 should absorb the remaining Pac-12 teams? Arizona, Arizona State, Oregon, Colorado, Utah, Washington.
But you go first on this one.
Oh man, I love chaos. I love pandemonium. I love what they do. Tear it all down, build it back up. But I'm gonna throw a slant in this. Instead of the Big 12 absorbing all of these other conferences, how about the Big 12 just call up the ACC and they call up all of these other little schools and say, let's create a whole new league. Let's create a new league. Let's make some new rules that can actually help these kids from these other conferences and pool all our money together, because the money that's in the Big 10 and the money that's in the SEC is crazy. I think they're going to have to do something really wacky to make those other teams or those other leagues competitive, and it can't be separate. They got to all come together.
HBCUs.
HBCUs need to be in this as well. The HBCUs need to, and if the PWIs were smart, if they were smart, they would figure out a way to latch on, get these HBCUs more visibility, because that's the key. Because right now you're about to start, especially when you start talking about like a TCU, think about what like Boise State and TCU had to fight for. All my life I had to fight just so they could get visibility and become a Power 5 school. And just like that overnight, neither one of those are Power 5 schools anymore. Well, a kid would have been willing to go to those. Now all of a sudden you're like, okay, I could take $150,000 NIL and go to this HBCU, or I could take an $80,000 NIL and go to a Texas Christian university, have all kind of morality codes I got to live by. I might go to that HBCU, right? I mean, we might not charter a first class airplane, but I'm finna get broke off. I'm around people that look like me, so
Okay, so I'm with you on this. So the Big 12 was to actually pick up some HBCUs. Guess what I'm doing? I'm watching halftime. So automatically,
halftime is going to be dope.
Automatically, you're getting viewership. Brittany, you buying or selling this?
Yeah, I'm all about it.
You're all about it. You're about
all
the
about
Big
it.
12. What? Okay. So you want to see this conference do this?
I'm kind of with B. Jones. I feel like we should, if we're gonna go and take the time and we're gonna put everyone in different leagues, and let's come up with another form of way to make more money, and let's have a completely another league.
Coach, you get the last word on this. What's your thoughts? Buying or selling?
Yes, I'm buying, and I would love to see a team like Oregon go to the Big 10 of the SEC, because they're competitive. They may not be as competitive, as USC and UCLA, but yes, I'm buying it. Take those 6 teams, have them go to the Big 12, and let's go.
Yep.
All right.
We don't need nobody else in the SEC. You water down. It's almost like you had a really nice exclusive club.
Okay. I would like to see a team like that can actually compete, is what I meant. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. This next one, I'm going to skip only because Elena's not here, but I'm going to give the audience a little snippet of what we're going to talk next week. Notre Dame is the biggest undecided player in the latest round of college football conferences realignment. Is Notre Dame finally going to say yes to the dress and go to a conference, or no? But I want to say that for Elena because...
Oh, please let me and B. Jones talk about that right now. Please.
I mean, honestly.
I'm going to let y'all talk about it.
Do this with Notre Dame every single year. Serious.
That is one of the most overrated programs. in college football. They got their own network. I'm sorry, Atlanta.
I'm here for this.
But whenever Notre Dame gets into the playoff, what happens?
They lose to Ohio State.
Not only do they lose,
Kevin,
they get destroyed.
look at what, you know what? I'm not a Notre Dame fan. As a matter of fact, I constantly go against everything that Notre Dame does. But let's just be real for a second. Notre Dame is kind of like your Cowboys, right? They don't do nothing but lose when they get to the big stage, but they have a branding. They have
hold up, no, no, you don't
defend Notre Dame. Let me defend Notre Dame, and I'll get
Cowboys in the next time.
Let me defend Notre Dame. Notre Dame has a recruiting budget that doesn't compare with some of these SEC schools. Notre Dame is in a situation to where they are trying to get kids with grades. So if you want to really compare, you got to compare them to the Stanfords, the Vanderbilts, the Virginias, and look at what those teams typically do from a football perspective annually, year in, year out, gathering 2- and 3-star athletes with sprinkling in a few 4-stars. Notre Dame is an anomaly. I don't blame them for being exclusive and staying to themselves because they make more money. They have more freedom, autonomy to kind of do what they want to. And let's just be real. They have used that advantage to get to multiple BCS college football playoff championship scenarios, whether they won or not, Kevin. They in the dance, baby. They in the room where
I don't care about that, B. Jones. My whole argument is that is a very underrated
You're right.
program.
Overrated. You saying that they're
overrated? Excuse me, overrated program.
Based on what? What is overrated to you then?
Next question. I'm not finished.
Okay, yeah. Going on to the next one. But I thank you for giving your comments.
I've already said why, because they get there and they don't do anything. Like you said, B. Jones, they do get there, but once they get there, they just get their doors blown off.
So
about 128 other schools say the same.
On here. I cannot wait for next week. It's gonna be great. Okay. This is the real quick, dirty, simple. USC and UCLA leaving the Pac-12 and going to the Big Ten. Buying or selling?
I'm buying.
You're buying.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
buying.
Yeah, I'm buying.
I don't like it. Just leave us alone. Just let us do what we do. I'm tired of people being like,
stay in your time zone.
Well,
What,
not only
Brittany?
time zone, but I don't need no school to come and be like, we save y'all hoes. No, stay where you at. Leave me alone. If we trash, whatever.
Y'all just slow.
Yeah.
The big slow. They just slow. Look, but this was a move that for a conference in the Big Ten, it made 100% sense, right? This was a move that they got all the televisions on the West Coast. Teams like USC, we remember in the Matt Leinart days how they complained. They were like, we just don't get the eyeballs. The media is on the East Coast, and the media is always going to sleep when it comes time to watch our football games. And so we don't get as many Heisman Trophy winners, or we don't get as many awards and accolades, and it's tougher to rank us. But like Brittany, hey, the Buckeye Brit just brought it to y'all. She gave y'all a tidbit that nobody's thinking about. When we play fantasy football and people who gamble, they tell you that teams traveling 2 to 3 time zones are on upset alert every single time. That's where the whole terminology of defense travels come from, is the fact that these teams going from Los Angeles to a Rutgers at noon. I don't know. That sounds like that's about 9 a.m. for them kids. I'm just saying that's 9 a.m. Is the bodies going to adjust? Can they wake up and get mentally up for a game like that? I like that point, Britt.
But not only that, think about how it's going to affect the other sports like basketball, baseball, volleyball.
Yeah, but see, basketball is typically going to be played at night. So I don't know. Big 12 likes to play. Big 10 likes to play that game in the afternoon time. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Let me say this: the sports that have to play like more than one game during the week, that's going to be affecting them.
Oh yeah. Brittany, you got the last word on this. Buying or selling?
Thinking about football, so
Yeah,
that's the only one that matters, Britt. You're right.
Football brings all the money. So yeah,
hey, but Britt, how excited are you to see USC versus your Ohio State Buckeyes in the horseshoe? How crazy is that gonna be?
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
So Miss El Paso, how excited you are to see USC come up there and put it on those Michigan State peoples?
You mean the reverse? Us put it on them?
No,
Yeah, I'm here for that.
No. I'm rooting for y'all. I like y'all coach though. I like y'all coach.
Missy, can I get a visitor's pass on the Michigan State bandwagon on the bus? Because I just want to be a temporary Michigan State fan. I love what Mel Tucker is doing. Yeah. I'm excited about Michigan State. I'm excited. That team there's they on the watch.
Well, let me just say that I don't know about what's going to happen this season. I will say that this is rebuilding year, but I think if he stays with Michigan State, which he has a great contract right now, so he will be with us for a really long time. I think the program's actually going to do something this year or next year. Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to Raging Wagers. We got Eric come through. Let's see where he at. I think he's on here. Let's bring Eric in. There we go. All right.
Hey,
Eric,
what's up, guys?
how you doing?
Doing okay. How are y'all?
Good.
Oh,
How
we
was
good,
your
man.
It was okay. How about you guys?
It's like you lost some money, Eric. What happened?
Well, no, I was actually on lockdown because I'm right next to where the shootings took place yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I was on lockdown, so I couldn't leave my place. They were telling us not to leave our place for a couple hours. So,
all right. Well, all our prayers go to the families
Yes.
that have been hit with these tragedies in different cities at that. So I'm sorry to hear that, Eric. But yeah, I'm happy that you're safe.
thank you.
You heard our conversation about the Big Ten. I know that you're a Big Ten fan. What are your thoughts about UCLA and USC?
From what I heard, this was kind of like a decision that UCLA and USC just kind of made and informed the Big Ten that asked if they wanted to do it. So they got to be getting paid a pretty big bag to do it, though, because when you think about it, when you factor in track and field, tennis, basketball, cross country, all the sports, that traveling is going to add up. So they have to be getting a pretty big bag to be able to afford to do all that back and forth traveling.
Right.
So, I'm sorry. Do you think that is a factor in why teams like Washington and Oregon were told no, thank you? Well, you think it's something about, because I mean, Oregon got bread. Oregon can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel that it's just the Big Ten wanted to expand to like the Los Angeles market. But it's kind of funny, like I saw this article where they ranked who spends the most money on football. Can you guys guess what Pac-12 teams spends the most money on their football program?
I'm gonna say Oregon State.
Colorado? Oh, I'm gonna say
Washington. Washington
It
don't
was
know.
like Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Michigan State, Wisconsin, Washington, then USC. So it's kind of interesting to see like how they spent money. But obviously the Big Ten just wants a say in the Los Angeles market. But it's only a matter of time before all those like SEC, ACC, Big 12, they all just form a big super thing and just completely eliminate the NCAA.
I agree. All right. What is our wagers for this week?
Got two of them. Kyrgios Garwin over 36.5 total games. Kyrgios is battling a shoulder problem. The way Garwin plays, he's really going to frustrate him, make him play a lot of balls. Also, Kyrgios is dealing with some off the court issues with charges coming against him in Australia. And then one college football future, Georgia State over 7.5 total wins. They return the most total production in college football, 8 on offense, 7 on defense, best offensive line in the Sun Belt, getting one of the best quarterbacks, returning everyone. I really like them, and their schedule plays out great.
I love it, but I don't, because I don't hear Michigan State in it and any of this stuff.
Michigan State's not going to be good this year. I hate to be the bearer.
Okay, well, I'll let
You a bad man on that one?
Yeah, I'm going to bet. Yeah, Michigan State, like they're going to have some regression.
So what? I think they're going to regress a little bit. But what is Vegas giving them from over under perspective? What are they giving them? 7.5?
7.5. Yeah.
See, I take the over on 7.5 of Michigan State. Listen, though, this is the thing, though. You got to remember, they still get to play Iowa, Illinois, Indiana. Think about some of these schools that they gonna play against are just gonna be easy wins. I think even Iowa State, isn't Iowa State up there as well? Or where's Iowa State right now? Or Nebraska? Come on, bro. Like they got 6 easy. They just got to figure out a way to win the 2 or 3 hard ones.
Yeah, I mean, you look at their schedule last year; they BS their way to a lot of wins. I mean,
Minnesota gonna be better. Minnesota gonna be better.
They beat Nebraska last year without having the first down in the second half. Plus, there's this thing with the Pythagorean theorem of wins when you look at total points scored over total points allowed, and like that is way out of whack. I think they're going to come back down to earth. I think losing Walker is going to be huge for them.
Yeah, that's an X factor that we can spend a whole show talking about the loss of Walker, man. God, dog.
We can do that next week. But really quickly, there is something huge happening today for you, Eric. What is going on at 10 p.m. today? I think that you said Central Time or
10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. I have my own live sports show going on. I used to do 2 podcasts a week. Now I'm going to do a live show talking fantasy football. I got a fantasy football player to target who's going insanely late in rounds. I'm going to talk horse betting, and my boy Sterling's coming on from Silver Star Sports, and we're going to be breaking down everything going on in the NBA.
And where can they find you?
It's going to be on my YouTube channel, eTalk21 Sports. Comments will be on live chat room, so come hang out if you guys want to talk some ball later on tonight.
Will do.
Hey, that's dope, man. I'm gonna be there, man. I'm gonna be there and check y'all out. Hey, ladies, thank y'all for sharing. Let me come on y'all platform. I appreciate it.
All right, and we are out. Adios.
Adios.